Okay, let it on. All right, Mark, all yours.
Gentlemen, it's honky tonk time. Give me that zoom in.
Yeah, I got it.
Very colorful but dark palette for the artwork of this one. Dell Wood, queen of the ragtime pianists. Make sure I pronounce that correctly.
Yeah, but that font, I think I'm almost positive that is the Love Boat font.
It's not.
Where's your thumbnail?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah,
It's not the. Yeah, you're not. That's why we flipped the zoom.
Dell
Amazing.
Wood, queen of the ragtime pianists.
Okay.
On her very first recording date, Dell Wood, her real name is Adelaide Hazelwood, cut a well-known square dance fiddlin' tune entitled Down Yonder in her own unique style. Once the record was released, it took off practically overnight. So fast, in fact, that it became a national hit before the artist was known. And requests poured in for personal appearances for Mr. Dell Wood.
Gotcha. Okay. She's another one. This is good. We're honoring important ladies in singer-songwriter history.
We are, yes, female pianists.
Okay. Stop it.
It's blue. It's low-hanging fruit.
It's beneath you, sir.
It's wordplay. It is.
Okay.
For that reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's another theme one here, Jeff, that we've found over a few seasons of this show, which is every single one of these is like, this is the one. Like every one of these is like the Neo sort of like moment of like, this is the song. It changed music. And I'm like,
I don't think anyone that was inspired by her maybe even remembers who she is.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah. I see also, I'm glad that the Dell is on top of the wood because I would have thought they were named Dellwood.
ooh.
Oh.
Dellwood feels like a 70s band.
Dellwood.
Dellwood's got like
Yeah.
Aerosmith energy.
No,
Yeah.
Dellwood was a 70s mystery crime show. That was Detective Dellwood. Don't you remember?
Detective Dellwood.
It was
in
like
the,
a Columbo
in the
ripoff.
small town of Dellwood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dellwood. That's right.
It inspired Twin Peaks.
It came first. They had their own bathtub scene and everything. It was fun.
Yeah. They had a little person in a red room. It was crazy.
It was great. Yeah.
Oh boy. One of the top booking agencies in New York, upon signing her for television and personal appearances, was amazed to find that all this power came from one of the weaker sex. Wow, we're getting calls off the hook. They want this all down here. Apparently she has a lot of power around here.
Oh, God. I mean, how did she even manage to handle all those bookings with her tiny brain?
Yeah.
Jesus.
I mean, but how many words a minute can she type?
You know, a keyboard isn't that quite different from a keyboard. Oh, I think I got it.
Jesus.
Okay.
All right. Oh, God, that's funny. That's the real theme of the show. Carry on.
I swear, it only... we're
I'm
good.
sorry, real quick. Just for the real theme of the show is calling out the fact that this is how society used to be, and we want to bring a voice to that and make sure that society moves forward progressively in a direction by calling out and making light of these tones. But also, it's funny.
Yes.
Yes,
But
the way-
I agree with everything you said.
That's going to be the commercial.
The way society...
It'll be that, and then it'll be like, how many words a minute can she type? We'll be like just smushed together in the short. Yeah, and then, just call it out.
Your emphasis on the past tense, though, is what worries me. This used to be like this. There followed bookings in theaters, auditoriums, and nightclubs all over the country and appearances on all major radio and television networks. Since February, date redacted, Dell has been one of the steady features on the Grand Ole Opry, which is broadcasted each Saturday night over station WSM Nashville, Tennessee, and the NBC network. But here, along about the middle of the show, comes that familiar honky-tonk piano sound, followed by thunderous applause. Then they announced, and now we present the Down Yonder gal, Dell Wood. Dell's trick of covering up the keyboard with a heavy velvet robe, blindfolding herself, and still pounding out a tune is a surefire showstopper.
Hold on. There's a lot.
It's also a circus act.
Yes.
Yeah. There's some vaudeville to that. That's fun.
Yeah. That's incredible.
Was Grand Ole Opry the original America's Got Talent?
I think you might be right. Yeah. I don't know the history enough, but that sounds about right. In fact, I just kind of want to believe that.
Yeah, I'm comfortable with that narrative. I was in Nashville for work this summer, which was a super cool place to visit. However, Linda, for the viewers, my wife was not with me, and therefore I did not go to Grand Ole Opry because that is a thing we will do together at some point. Nope, I will go to like Kid Rock's bar. What else is here?
It's funny you say that because I was talking about the Pee Wee documentary. I came home to Maryland for a week. Me and Miranda started watching it, and then we didn't finish it. So he said, well, when are you finishing it? And I said, well, next time her and I are together. And he was like, what? And I was like, no, that's how you do this as a couple.
We have together shows.
Yes, or together places to visit. Yes.
No, yeah, we very much have, as is structured in my house, We have together shows, and then we have like, I don't want to watch that, so go ahead shows.
Absolutely. That's how it has to be.
Yeah. I have zero interest in Yellow Jackets. Have a ball. All right, Mark. Down Yonder Gal, velvet covering of the piano. There's a whole shtick.
Blindfolded. I do want to say something. There's a date on here, and it is 12 years after the date that was mentioned in the biography. So they're saying since her, I'll say inception, since she became a thing, and this is 1 decade, but this when it was.
So when did this record get released? Is our question.
Yep.
That's okay.
So she's been doing this. So this is a decade of a career.
Can I see that cover again? Just like.
And highlights of this album include Pony Boy medley, which also includes San Antonio and Cheyenne. Remember Me, When the Candles Are Gleaming. Dell adds a chorus on the Sullivox and this great country standard, of course. The Little Green Valley, Beer Barrel Polka, Sentimental Journey, Black and White Rag, Somebody Else Is Taking My Place. Those are just some of the highlights. Great.
I have a guess. Jeff, you want first? You want first or second?
I'm going to go second this time.
I think that album is from 1962.
You're going back. Okay. I feel better about saying 67, which is
okay.
1964.
What's
Since
the difference?
February 1952, Dell has been one of the steady features of the Grand Ole Opry.
Oh.
And this album's from 64.
My experience with Honky Tonk is it's usually 50s, and then, but if this is like this is what happened to her sort of record.
My reference to Honky Tonk is Colin Mockery and Ryan Stiles doing bits about
Just purely the end of the American version of Whose Line Is It Anyway? Is all Mark knows about Honky Tonk. Good.
Well, that's so 64 and 52, you said.
Yeah. So you got 12 years from when she started to this album, which is a bunch of years at the Grand Ole Opry.
My question is, at what point, she already has the blindfold on, did she start throwing knives at a target while she's playing? Because like
at Howie Mandel to judge to see if she should go on to the next round.
Right.
Yeah, because she could have done it all.
They only get one golden buzzer, Mark.
Hey, I'm going to tell you a real quick story. Real quick.
Please.
So
yes.
I did a studio session a couple of weeks ago, and I'm not going to remember his last name, but he is a violinist, and he uses all these effects, and it's beautiful. It's just serene. And he's probably close to 80 if he's not 80 already, but his name is Tommy. And he got through every level of the Gong Show back in the 70s doing this violin stuff. He was so ahead of his time. It's amazing. You can look it up on YouTube. I'll send you the clip. It's cool.
Oh, please do. That's cool.
That's crazy.
And maybe this is the guy, Jeff, you'd have to tell me. I saw some fun shorts recently. I was investigating a project and I stumbled across like famous violinists, and it's the violinists who wrote the opening sequence for the Thong Song by Cisco. And like he's like putting all of that together, and he's just like,
I love that so much. I often wonder that. Like, because they're the unsung heroes, right? Like, you know, the person that did Cheers, he just walks around the Cheers theme song. You know, he just walks around the world, and people are like, what are you doing?
He goes to Starbucks and they're like, can I have a name for the order? And he's like,
God
well, actually, I'm going to play. And they're like, I don't. And she's like 19.
Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name.
I don't know who the hell you are.
You have no idea.
I've said that to Miranda a million times. Like when you watch these 70s shows and you have like these B actors that were on every TV show playing different roles. But then you have that one guy who would have a couple things to say, but that's the only thing he ever did. For the rest of his life, did he just always go back and watch that episode and be like, talk to his kids about it? Look, that's me. I was on Chips.
Character actors are way unsung.
I agree.
At time of recording, there was he just passed this past week.
He was on a show that I really liked called Wolf Lake that nobody watched. Yeah, it was too early for streaming. Had a streaming existed, it would have been a big show, I think.
Graham Greene. Oh, that guy?
Yeah.
He died?
Yeah.
Oh,
so his name? Read the thing real quick.
Graham Greene, Twilight Saga, New Moon Star. Graham Greene died on Monday.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I guess he was in Twilight. I don't know why my algorithm brought that one up.
That's where he's beloved in the
Wolves, Wind River. Yeah, I've seen him in so many things.
He's beloved in the Mystery Science Theater community. There was a cheesy B movie he was in where he was a general and like a monster
Atlantic Rim.
The city.
I've seen that episode 3 times. He was the general.
He says bull butter the whole time whenever he gets upset.
Oh, bull butter.
Bull butter. I've seen.
Yeah, so
Salvation Army.
Because
he's like
he
that
can't
general.
cuss in like a PG-13 movie. So yeah, Mystery Science Theater community loves him. They're like General Bull Butter.
Yeah, I remember that. That's one of the ones they put to streaming in the maybe in 2020.
It's part of the Netflix reboot season.
Exactly, that's what it was.
Yeah.
It's Atlantic Rim play on Pacific Rim. Good episode.
By all means, be like, guys, I have a joke. Shut up. Cut around, or we'll leave it.
I think it's fun. No, I think what's funny is like I'm generally or the most obnoxious person in any room, and like, you know, it's my strong suit and my biggest failing. But
It's called charisma. Own it.